lot of fun. If you weren't here, you missed out. It was a fun game, exciting all the way to the end. Maybe a little bit too exciting for us, but it was definitely well played. I thought Nick Lamson played the best that he's played in a while. He was almost perfect in his reads. Only really actually made one mistake. Okay, he wouldn't even have noticed, but it was
good. What was? It seemed like the defense had problems in the first half, and then, as you say,
yeah, we did have problems in the first half.
What was different?
Some schemes, schematic things, but I think the main thing was our open field tackling wasn't as crisp as we would have liked. And that's kind of what we wanted to do, was let them throw in front of us, because those pro offenses that they run, you know, they've always got a guy going deep, but they're always going to check the ball down. And they checked it down to their backs, or someone sliding across the middle, and then we wouldn't tackle it, or a guy in the flat, and we'd miss the angle and not tackle it. So that, Houston, man, they got speed. Their running back is a tremendous player. Their quarterback is Island is very good. They threw the ball 65 times. They had over 500 yards in passing. Their quarterback, first-string quarterback, did get like a concussion. He got hammered late on a linebacker plug, an illegal play, and hit him right in the chin and knocked him out of the game. But each of the three quarterbacks threw 2 interceptions. Can't beat anybody giving the ball up 9 times in the way that it happened. So they really had no chance, but they did score 42 points against a team that we could have scored 8 points against. And just ran into a nightmare against SMU. Anything that could go wrong went wrong for Houston. And so, but it doesn't make them any less team. Charles Sims, probably this will be his last year in Conference USA. He's a junior, but he'll probably turn pro. He's that good. He's a tremendous running back and tremendous wide receiver. They stick him out and just let him play a regular wide receiver and get the ball. Or he comes out of the backfield or runs the ball. He's really a really good player. They have 2 linebackers that are in the top 10 in sacks and tackles for loss. They run all over. They blitz like crazy. Take chances, and they were 3-0, you know, and 3 straight wins going into this last game, and then just it erupted on them. And SMU just took advantage of it. Best punter in the conference, one of the best punters in America, and best kicker in the conference. So their kicking game was sound. But they messed up on the kicking game. They dropped a couple of punts too.
What's different about Houston this year than?
Well, I think what's different about Houston is what's been different in the last 9 years since we played together. They don't have Case Keenum.
Coach, the bend but not break defense, Houston really puts up 33 points a game. How do you try to slow them down? How do you contain the offense?
Well, there's 2 ways. SMU came after them and blitzed a lot. And knocked their quarterback out of the game, and then put heated pressure on the next 2 backups. That, you know, it's not easy to be a backup, come in there and throw a big touchdown, and the other guy goes in, he throws a big for a touchdown. They all shared, you know, in the frustration of that game, I'm sure. But or is to have them get their yards and come up and tackle them, and don't allow any big plays. They're a big play offense. You have to take angles. I would think it's very hard to play man defense against them. Because if they break it and you're in man, it's going to go for a long way. If they catch the ball and break it in a zone, you're watching the quarterback and your eyes are downfield on the play. In zone, you have to keep everything in front of you. In man defense, you'd be like this and not know the guy's catching it. And that's where you get the big plays. So I think.
And Coach, I know offensively, first half against Tulane, 24 points. That was what Nick in the game. Meager came in, 0 points out of the offense. If Nick can't go, how concerned are you with the offense and Meager?
Well, it'd be nice to have gun loaded with full bullets, with all your bullets. And, you know, it would be nice for Nathan Jeffries to be ready to go. It would be nice for Jordan Leslie and Mike Edwards to be ready to go, which I think they're going to be ready. I thought Craig Winring played very well at tight end, catching the ball and running with it. Our offensive line blocked as good as they have in the past. We threw a couple wrinkles in there. We probably could have thrown a play action pass or two late in the game with Carson because we were just running, you know, but the run was working, so that's okay too.
And then passing so much, do you try to run the ball more than they do?
Yeah, well, they pass a lot, and we're talking about Houston. Yeah, they pass an awful lot, and they run the offense fast. They're going to run 100 plays. They ran 97 plays last week and got beat by 30 points. Houston did. So they run, you know, every second they run a play. They had 12, 14 seconds a play. Is what it takes them to run. No huddle. Go, fast, get the plays in. Call and play before the play's over with. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, thanks.